Let it go! Let's go, Boogie!
Damn, boy! That's a thick ass boy, god damn!
Alright guys, look to the camera. That's guys, that's it. Let's go, Boogie! Let's go, boys! There you have it.
When Nazis and commies gathering the fray, Mr. Skeleton comes out to play, crushing these cowards every day. The man to kill he comes down, bring them to their knees. This way of thinking is such a disease. What's it gonna take to make them see? Every time the end comes come around, Mr. Temperature will be going down. Teeth in the ruffian AP, the supreme one of anarchy. Mr. Temperature.
Oh, this is tense. Here we go.
So initially, when Boogie starts this off, this confrontation off, he starts it off perfectly. He starts it off as a big joke. Did you drink it? Did you drink my Mountain Dew? That's perfect. He should handle things this way where it's not personal. Like play character, play Francis, for example, instead of your real character, so no one's feelings get hurt, and so you're not so super personal, and so everybody knows what you say is a joke. Kind of like Sam Hyde playing the Irish dude.
Drink it? Did you drink it? Did you drink my Mountain Dew? Did you drink it? Did you?
But then he finds out that him bumping into Wings doesn't really faze him, and Wings bumps into him, and he can't take it, and he takes it personally, and he starts getting really personal. I just feel he better handled it in the beginning, where he was just started it off where it's just a big joke. That's the way he should handle it.
You're a big man. You're a big man. Oh!
So they're using their belly to push into each other, and Boogie can't budge him with his belly. And Wings is budging him really hard. So what does Boogie do? He ends up using his hands to push back as hard as Wings is pushing him. Which is really fucking sad because he can't play along without escalating things.
Son, do not make it. Do not. Okay?
So all it took was a belly bump to make him do that. To make him act so irresponsible and to spit water in everybody's faces like that. I feel that Boogie's too reactive. If he just went up to a random person in the street and spit water in their face, you get some trouble for that. So like he needs to like dial it back a little bit, I think. Now it may sound like I'm just on Wings' side, and I'm not. I don't know anything about Wings as a person or his career. I know a lot about Boogie, and Boogie I like and I've defended a million times over. That's my history with those two. But as far as like me commenting on these events today, I'm just commenting on what I see today. I'm not really concerned about the past.
Woo! Take your shirt off, champ!
Joke. Good joke.
Starts off.
You deserve.
Starts
You
off.
deserve the phrase.
Flex on him.
Oh my God.
Every day.
Flex on him.
I have actual fans out there. You know who watches you? People watch you to laugh. That's who watches you. I have actual fans in this audience right now.
Okay. Yeah. Where are the sponsors at?
Huh? I don't need them, Jordy. I don't live in a fucking trailer.
Okay, Boogie starts off saying, you deserve it. Now, I don't know what he's referencing here, but I gotta tell you, it sounds very personal and probably pretty messed up in context. Wings was already walking away, and then he had to hit him with that. So, like, obviously that got him to turn around. So it was something that bugged him. Secondly, he says that he has no fans. and that the only people that are tuning in to watch Wings, are there just strictly laugh at him. That's pretty dark, dude. Then Boogie claims that he has actual fans waiting in the audience for him, and nobody defends him. Like, you don't hear anybody saying, yeah! You just hear crickets in the background, which shows that his fans aren't really supporting him right now, but or at least what he's saying. Then he makes fun of the dude for living in a trailer, which seems really petty. When Boogie was just begging for money on the internet. And a year before that, he said he was rich, so he lost all of his money in a year, and now he's poor. The only reason he's taking on this fight, he said, which is an impossible fight, because Wings is 15 years younger than him and in better shape. The only reason he's taking on this fight is because he needs money. So why make fun of a guy for being in the same position as you, somebody needing money? It just doesn't make any sense. It seems petty and stupid. It seriously is the analogy where you're throwing big heavy stones at people's houses when you yourself live in a glass house. Probably not the best idea. One of the things that annoys me about Boogie right now is that he's not who he pretends to be, right? Boogie pretends to be this nice, loving, caring, big teddy bear, but he's not that at all. He's an asshole. He really is an asshole. The shit that you see on YouTube, that's obviously a big act because that's not who he is in real life. What we're seeing now is obviously how he acts in real life, right? He's unscripted right now. And he's not this kind person that he pretends to be. I don't know, it's just shocking to me. Like, I always thought he was this nice person. So, like, seeing this video just kind of boggles my mind a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I still like Boogie. I think he's redeemable still. But, I mean, it's just disappointing to know that he's not this nice, loving person that he pretends to be. I mean, I liked that image of him better than what I'm seeing here.
I don't live in a fucking trailer. I don't need a sponsor.
Get him out of there, Boogie. We're going to get him out of there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boogie 2988 versus Wings of Redemption. It's going to be streamed right on this channel. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Was founded in 2005, and this man, Boogie 2988, started in 2006. His opponent, Wings of Redemption, started in 2008. These guys have been around for over a decade and now are coming out to do something a little different. The entire world said that this fight could never happen, and that's why I set it up. That's why I tried to make it happen. There was so much against both of you going into this. The entire internet said, Wings, you never get on a plane. He did get on a plane. He is here. The entire internet said that Boogie wouldn't pass the medicals. He did that, and he is also here. Boogie 29, yeah, round of applause. This is 800 pounds in one ring. Boogie, why did you decide to do something different with your career and take on a fight like this?
Well, first, I just want to say to Jordy, thank you for taking on this 1v1. I know you're not a big fan of him. Thanks for coming out of retirement to do that.
I mean, you say this, but I've never backed down from a 1v1.
Okay, yeah. All right. But I just wanted to say that, honestly, I kind of needed the money. If I had not done this fight, I might have ended up living in my car. But at least you and I would both have houses with wheels on it, Jordy, so that we had that in common. You know,
at least my house is paid for, but.
Again, I don't know Wings of Redemption, but that was a pretty good comeback.
But I'll be honest with you, man. Keemstar reached out to me not too long ago, and he's like, dude, let me pay you to get fit. Let me pay you to change your life. Let me pay you to get your ass out of your rut of misery that you created for yourself. And I took him up on the opportunity, man.
That's not the tale of a redemption arc. That's somebody that needed money to be motivated. That's a greedy redemption arc. That's not like, oh, well, I went against the odds and lost weight. No, that's like somebody paid me to lose weight. That's why I did it.
And it's taken 6 years after my bypass surgery to get to this point. It's taken, I cannot tell you how much therapy, how many psychedelics. Like, I've gone through hell to get to this point. I will say, here's the thing that Jordy's really got to deal with, okay? He might win by decision, but there's no way he's putting me on my ass. I can promise you that. I've taken worse beatings when I was 8.
I've seen a flight of stairs give you a beating today.
Oh,
You ain't gonna make it to the end of the round.
Yeah, all right. But then,
That was actually pretty good.
you know you're the favorite going to this fight. You got the height on me. You got the reach on me. You got the age on me. You got everything else. But I win by being here. Do you understand
forgot
that?
the best looking
I
dude.
win by being here. You already lost.
Wait, you think you win by default just because you show up? What the fuck? Dude, what are these like? Like, do you get like some sort of handicap? Are you a child? Are you a baby? Who told you that shit? Was it fucking Keemstar? He's like, dude, you're just showing up, bro. You win because you're the underdog. No, you're not the underdog. Wings weighed more than you before the fight started, and now he weighs less than you because he just lost so much weight just to prepare for this fight. And you haven't lost any weight. So if anybody's the underdog, it's him. It's not you. You don't win just by showing up. Dude, that's incredibly naive and like very babyish. Like the fall for that bullshit. Like, dude, you're not a fucking child, bro. This reminds me of like when you're a kid and you have a parent that's playing a board game with you and they let you re-roll a couple times because you're under 12 and you don't really understand the game that well and you deserve that handicap at least. Well, here's Boogie demanding his fucking handicap at fucking, what is he, 50 or something? Like, Jesus Christ, dude, when does it end? And he keeps dragging his mother's name through the sand, like through the dirt. I understand that she did some horrible things to him, but dude, he's fucking 50 and that was 40 years ago, man. Get over it. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you have to get over it. You can't just bring it up 40 years later like as if it has context anymore. It doesn't. You just got to move on with your life. Like, you think you automatically win because your mother beat you when you were fucking 8. Get over yourself, dude.
This is your last chance. Just like so many other people chose to ride my coattails, you get to ride them one last time, man. You know, your career ended because you refused to go on a camping trip, and soon you're going to be living in a fucking tent.
That's fucked up, dude. Like, why would you want that for anybody? I don't care if it... I mean, like, this guy's, like, agreeing to do a fight that's going to pay you a lot of money, for one. Okay? He's doing you a favor by signing off on this fight. Why would you ever treat him that way? To where, like, you want him to live in a tent. He's paying your bills and you want him to live in a tent. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't have any hate in my heart, but this guy definitely does. And he's not who I thought
So are
he
you
was.
going to take this? I mean, it's a lot of talk from Boogie, but the internet and most people think you have an edge here. How does this change your fight? Are you really going to take him down round 1?
Oh, I'm trying to get him out in 30 seconds. Like, honestly. He's got bad knees, he's got no hips, he's got no movement. Like honestly, I've seen a flight of stairs today almost take this man completely
I
out.
wake up in more pain than you're going to put me through. Do you understand that? I wake up in more pain
You wake up in
every
pain
single
don't mean nothing
day.
but blunt force trauma, my man.
Yeah.
Boogie, you had mentioned to me in a Twitter space, you said, you know, you're a nice guy, you don't like beefing with people normally, but when it comes to Wings, you know, that's someone you could really slap around and punch him hard in the head. What makes it about Wings that you don't like him, that you're ready to get in the ring and really do some damage?
Man, I'll just be honest with you. I'm done treating him like a person. He's just an obstacle in between where I need to go and what I need to do.
An obstacle, dog? I seen you busting down sweating, getting interviews over there. What are you
Yeah, I'm
talking
good
about,
at
an
sweating,
obstacle?
fool. I'm good at sweating, okay? I flew 20 hours. I got off a plane. I came here.
You act like I
I'm
didn't do
still
the same
moving.
shit.
I was in a wheelchair 6 years ago, Jordy. I was in a wheelchair, all right?
So you admit that you're not in the best of shape. That's all he's saying, dude. He's saying you're not in good shape to fight. And then you're arguing that you were in a wheelchair 6 years ago. Like, well, that doesn't really help your case.
I stood through 2 hours of interviews. That's pretty goddamn good.
2 hours of interviews makes him sweat. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my Lord, you were in a wheelchair. You're gonna be in a wheelchair Sunday. It doesn't matter. You just.
Oh, yeah. You know, I destroyed my wheelchair to make sure that I didn't need it. A lot of people said I should donate it. I know who's going to need it
The
come
airports
Sunday,
have that
Jordy.
little wheelie thing that they can push you along. You just gotta tip them.
Jordy, you're a joke. You're a joke. A lot of people are tuning into this, you know, to laugh, all right? There's one person to laugh at. There's actually one lolcow here. I'm YouTube royalty.
God damn, could his head get any fucking bigger?
You are YouTube, never was. I might be a has-been. You never were, brother.
You know, it's funny because you used to talk about how you were so smart in investing your money, and we sit here today and you're penniless. You're taking a fight against a man that's 15 years younger than you. You have no chance against me.
I'm taking a fight with a man who's 15 years younger
And all
because I
you
ain't
do is get
afraid
bad
of you.
advice and
I ain't
accept it.
afraid
You
of
eat it
you.
like milk.
I'm not afraid of you. I win just by showing up. It sounds like he thinks he's going to Rocky it. You know, the Rocky Balboa film in 2006? You know, the one where he fights somebody that's like way younger than him and loses, but at the end he wins just because he didn't pussy out? And essentially just for showing up? Okay, tell me if this sounds like Rocky's story, because to me, personally, it doesn't. All right, Rocky, you know, in this case Boogie, invests in Bitcoin. Makes almost $1 million and loses it all, essentially, a year later by putting it in the wrong type of cryptocurrency. And the way that he films him begging for money is very telling. Then he begs for money, and when he's begging for money online, he does it outside, away from all of his items that he could clearly sell, like his arcade machines, his fucking, the stuff that's all over his walls in his room, which shows you that he knowingly in his mind thought, yeah, maybe it's not the best idea to beg for money online when I have tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff surrounding me. So that's why he filmed this particular video outside. In the video that he has, he claims he's going to lose everything. He's going to lose his house, his car, everything. So Keemstar comes up to him and offers him money to do an impossible fight, a fight that he cannot win against an opponent that's 15 years younger than him. To me, personally, that sounds like a conquest of stupidity and a conquest of greed. It doesn't sound like Rocky's story, at least not to me. And also, Rocky almost won that fight. I think Boogie's going to get knocked out the first round, probably. So, no, in my opinion, he's not going to Rocky it, and he can't Rocky it. He's not Rocky.
Wings, what did you have to do to prepare for this fight? Because, you know, even though you think it's going to be easy, you haven't been training like it's going to be easy. You've been putting a lot of work and effort in. Can you talk about that?
Well, like there's always a puncher's chance in any kind of boxing match. You could make one mistake and momentum can take over and you can get put lights out. I didn't want to get embarrassed, and I was in terrible shape when I took this fight, and only had like 6 weeks to actually get ready for it. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a boxer in any shape or form, but I dropped 36 pounds. I basically increased my cardio. I've walked 20.1 miles since I've been here in London. You know, I've been trying to stay on top of everything. I've kicked soda for the most part. I've been watching my things, taking multivitamins. I mean, this helped get my life turned around because I was in a bad spot heading nowhere.
The pun is intended for this fight. This is redemption. If you walk away with the win, Wings, what do you do? What's next? What changes in your life?
Oh, shit, I don't really know about that answer.
I'll take it to Boogie. Same question.
What changes in my life? No changes. I keep getting better. I keep getting stronger. I keep doing my job. I keep entertaining people.
Do you invest
That's
in
what I keep
cryptocurrency?
doing. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Do you invest more in cryptocurrency?
I've been on a path since I've been on YouTube. In 2006, my first video was me eating French fries. I have lost 200 pounds. I've gotten my mobility back. I've entertained millions of people, 4 million subscribers, and that just number is going to keep going up. I'm going to keep doing everything I
man with
can
Pac-Man
to live the
pocket.
best life I can. Nothing changes. I'm already on that path like a fucking bullet.
Okay, as I'm recording, I haven't watched the fight yet, and I don't know who won. But I'll have a couple predictions before the fight. Number one, I don't think Boogie could fight. I don't think he's ever been in a fight. I saw him on a video with a trainer, and his trainer was throwing like baby punches at him, like not even like half punches, like maybe quarter punches, like quarter strength punches, and he looked like he was going to blow up, like he was just going to explode. So I could tell from that he's never been in a fight in his life. And not just that, he can't take a punch worth shit. And he's probably not going to be able to really hit Wings back. All his energy is going to be focused on just, trying to survive and trying not to get hit as opposed to hitting back. I bet that's what's going to happen. But I don't know for sure, and I honestly haven't watched it yet.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Right off the bat, Wings is...
Wings connecting with the punch.
Immediate pressure by Wings.
And Boogie taking a step back.
Oh, my gosh. He is putting a clinic.
These boys have some heavy hands.
Yeah, you can certainly tell he's never been punched before. And it sucks. It sucks. It seriously sucks. And this is his first time experiencing that? Dude, oh my God. Like, learn to take a punch, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I learned to take a punch when I was like, I don't know, like fucking 15 or something. I've been in a lot of fights by the time I was 15 or 16. And I was kicked out of high school for getting in like 8 fights that year in my freshman year. But like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like, come on, man. You should know how to fight at that age. Clearly, this guy doesn't know how to fucking stick up for himself because here he is, 50 years old, never took a punch in his life, never never stood up for himself and fought. So that just tells me that this guy's kind of a coward a little bit, but that's all right. I mean, I love Boogie anyways. Boogie's a great guy, and I'm sure he'll get over this. I'm sure this will help him, because getting your ass kicked really kind of matures you in a way. It helps you see your flaws, and I think you're seeing that his flaw, that he's a pompous ass and that he needed his ass kicked, and he's gonna learn not to be a fucking pompous ass in the future, and that's really good, I believe. Anyways, I want to keep finishing watching this fight, so let's watch it together.
Boogie's got to not turn around to the rest of the
Boogie's got to get one out. And there we go.
We made it to the second.
He lasted around, right? Yep. That's got to be a victory in itself right there.
I mean, they've got to be very proud of themselves. They've, to be in the ring on this kind of stage after all they've been through.
How you have?
Everybody says this is Wings' redemption arc, but come on, man. I mean, is it really? I mean, he beat a Boogie. I mean, Boogie, who's never been in a fight before. That's not a redemption arc. Who wouldn't do that? I mean, who wouldn't do that if they're getting paid, right? I mean, if there's incentive there to do it, why wouldn't they do it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. This isn't really a redemption arc. This is just golden opportunity to beat someone up and get paid for it. It's not a redemption arc. Anyways, I think Wings of Redemption is going to get way too much credit for this. Anyways, it's fine.
Boogie's just got to go for it. He's got to get that Hail Mary punch in.
Boogie's got to face him. There we go. He's just walking into the punches there. At least he's throwing a couple.
Standing 8, there we go. That's the right call there.
4, absolutely.
5, 6, 7, 8.
There it is. That was the right call from the ref. That was the right call from the ref.
Boogie wanted to keep going, dude. You know what? That's pretty badass. A little bit. He certainly didn't rocky it like he thought, but I don't know, man. He didn't puss out either. Yeah, he didn't make it 2 rounds, but the ref called it, dude. He would have made it a couple, at least, to say. So yeah, he's okay. So let's see what he says after the fight.
Show, Boogie, a bit disappointed.
Man, I'm disappointed in the ref because I definitely know I could have gone that minute and a half.
but I guess he's doing his job, and he saw something I didn't. But I'm not disappointed in me. To begin with, I'm really proud of Jordy. We had the same amount of time to get ready, and he took it. He did 10 times the work. He deserves it. Like Wings and Redemption, this is his redemption story, and I'm glad to be part of it.
See, when he says shit like that's way less petty than he was in the beginning. Like, before the fight, he was sitting there saying he was going to beat his ass and, like, and that he's going to live in a tent and, like, just horrible things, and made fun of him for living in a trailer. But, yeah, now he seems way more grounded after he's got his ass kicked. Maybe that's what he needs. What he needed all along was his ass kicked.
That said, I ain't embarrassed at all. Like, I know that I was in a wheelchair 6 years ago. I know that 6 years ago I couldn't stand up to have this conversation with you. I managed to walk into that ring. I took some hard hits, and I stood through all of them. And I'm damn proud to be there.
Yeah, I mean...
Meh.
A million years I could do this. I never thought in a million years I would hit another person or get hit. I never thought I would be able to stand up, much less long enough to be able to do it in a ring. This is incredible. And I'm not done. I'm not done. This is an addiction. I genuinely feel the adrenaline from this moment right now, and I need it again. Like, let me lose 100 pounds, and if Jordy wants to do it again, we'll do it again.
Fuck yeah, that's a spirit.
To do, but I haven't done. There is a list of people who've done what I've done tonight. There is a list of 48-year-old men who went from a wheelchair to the boxing ring, and that list has one name on it, and that name is Boogie.
Will you do it again? Do you want to do it again?
I want to do it again. I want to lose this weight. I want to actually get some training. I went in with this with basically no training, barely having sparred. I want to actually know what I'm doing. I actually want to do this again. The feeling I'm having right now is the best feeling in my life. I ain't never tasted food that tasted this good. I need to chase this. I need this.
Well said. Well, we'll just leave it at that, I guess. Boogie didn't lose after all. I mean, in the grand scheme of things. He got something out of it, it seems. He needed, his head leveled, and I think fucking Redemption did that. He put some fucking, put Boogie in his place a little bit, and told him to fucking chill out with the insults, and to see him with some respect. See Wings Redemption with some respect, and now he seems like he does. He says this is his redemption arc, and yeah, it seems that Boogie respects him now. And that's usually what happens when you get in a fight with somebody, by the way. You instantly respect them. Like, both parties respect each other afterwards. Fights are kind of funny that way. But I bet he's going to have a better relationship with Wings after this, which is good. And he said he would like to box him again, which would be fucking fantastic if Boogie could take this more seriously this next time around, knowing that he likes it.
Were you expecting more from Boogie at all in terms of his output? It seemed like he didn't want to be in the ring there at times.
I honestly, I think his bell was rung real early on. I didn't really think he knew where he was at for a large portion of the fight. But
come on, I think he was aware of his surroundings and where he was at. Clearly, I mean, he's stuck in the ring. He didn't just lay on the floor and cry. If he didn't know where he was at and he was getting hit like that, he would just lay on the floor and cry, and that would be that, and the fight would stop. But he didn't do that. He just kept taking those hits and kept walking towards you, trying to punch you back. So clearly, he knew what he was doing. He knew where he was at. Come on now.
like he was an Iron Man in there, man. Like he is so tough, so strong. Like, I was surprised he didn't go down quicker.
What really shocked me, well, it didn't shock me, but is worth noting, is that he barely got any hits in. Like Boogie barely did. Boogie, man, he got some jabs in, but I don't think Wings even felt them, honestly. The momentum wasn't there. He wasn't putting his fucking weight into the punches. He was just, I don't know, he was just throwing like little pussy jabs. And I don't think that's really going to help his case. Or help him fucking out of, Wings kicking his ass. I think a better fucking strategy would have just been for Boogie to go in there and start doing some haymakers. And just like keep his head down so his head wouldn't get hit. And just throw haymakers. And hopefully land one of them. And if he does, that'll be enough to fucking hurt Wings pretty bad. It's like offensive and defensive at the same time because his head's down, right? I mean, you can still uppercut him and shit, but like, you know, if someone's throwing haymakers at you, it's kind of hard to uppercut somebody. It's harder. I don't know. I'm not a professional fighter or anything, but I don't know. I felt like his way of doing things wasn't sufficient. I mean, obviously it wasn't because like he got his ass completely handed to him. But it was a fun fight. But nobody lost. I mean, the grand scheme of things, they're both winners. So pretty cool. What do you guys think in the comment section? Who do you think came out of this, better off? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, leave a comment right now. Later. Thank you for watching. If you really like this video, be sure to subscribe. Also, smash that like button and the bell button. If you really, really want to support the channel, then become a patron on Patreon. Even if you just donate $1 a month, it helps tremendously. Thanks for watching.